Hello, everyone. My master's students, this is the first lecture of Applied Linguistics versus Linguistics. As a starting point, Applied Linguistics can be described as a broad interdisciplinary field of study concerned with solutions to problems or the improvement of situations involving language and its users and uses. The emphasis on application distinguishes it from the study of language in the abstract, that is, general or theoretical linguistics. It is mainly concerned with the systematic study of language structure, the acquisition of first and subsequent languages, the role of language in communication, and the status of language as the product of particular cultures and other social groups. Applied linguistics provides the theoretical and descriptive foundations for the investigation and solution of language-related problems, especially those of language education, for instance, first language, second language, and foreign language teaching and learning, but also problems of translation and interpretation, lexicography, forensic linguistics, and probably clinical linguistics. Applied linguistics also is a discipline which explores the relations between theory and practice in language, with particular reference to issues of language use, all the problems related to the use of language. It embraces context in which people use and learn languages as a platform for systematically addressing problems involving the use of language and communication in real-world situations. AL draws on a range of disciplines, including, of course, linguistics. Applied linguistics has many applications in several contexts of language study, starting by language learning and teaching, the psychology of language processing, discourse analysis stylistics, corpus analysis, literacy studies, and language planning and policies. Applied linguistics itself may be seen as an autonomous problem-solving discipline concerned broadly with language, more specifically, but not exclusively, second language, education, and language problems in our real society. In fact, it is a discipline to solve language problems which can be identified and analyzed in the society, especially for the field of language education and second or foreign language. Also, we have to consider that applied linguistics itself may be seen as an autonomous, problem-solving discipline concerned broadly with language. As I said previously, not exclusively second language. It is a discipline to solve language problems which can be identified and analyzed in the society, especially in the field of language education or second language or a foreign language, like the Algerian context. Why applied linguistics? In fact, applied linguistics is intended to examine the structure of language and its role in communication, explore how children acquire language, study how the skills of second language speakers develop, investigate how the social or cultural environment interacts with language, and most importantly, to develop a strong foundation in the structure of language and its role in communication. Also, it is meant to gain practical knowledge through clinical observations. And last but not the least, complete qualifications that provide access to accreditation in adult ESL, English as a second language or as a foreign language in our context. As for the history, starting by the theoretical or historical background, the tradition of applied linguistics established itself in part as a response to the narrowing of a focus in linguistics with the advent in the late of 1950s of Generative Linguistics Association, and has always maintained a socially accountable role demonstrated by its central interest in language problems. Although the field of applied linguistics started from Europe and the United States, the field rapidly flourished in the international context all over the world. During the late 1950s and the early 1960s, the use of the term was gradually broadened to include what was then referred to as automatic translation. In 1964, following 2 years of preparatory work financed by the Council of Europe, the International Association of Applied Linguistics, usually referred to by the French acronym AILA, was founded and its first international congress was held in Nancy, France. Papers for the congress were solicited in two distinct strands: foreign language teaching and automatic translation. Thank you for your kind attention.